Alright, so you're filming your video and you want your video to just look as good as possible. What picture profile should you use? Hi, I'm John Bear, so happy to see your beautiful face. And today I'm gonna talk about different color profiles. Every camera has a variation of these, but I'm gonna talk specifically about the Lumix picture profiles. Natural, CineD, and HLG. I've played around with each picture profile a ton. And in this video, I'm gonna help you find which one works best for your videos. Roll it! Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm John Bear. I make videos for solo creators who create content online. If that's you, the universe has brought you to the right place. Like I said in the beginning, every camera has a comparable picture profile in it. So even if you don't have specifically a Lumix Panasonic camera, I'm sure you can learn something from this video. So first off, it's the natural picture profile. This picture profile is absolutely gorgeous. You just can't go wrong with it. The natural colors in the Lumix cameras is just so beautiful. When I make videos in this picture profile and then share it in professional camera groups, people generally ask me, what profile are you using? What color grade did you use? And they're shocked to hear that it's just a natural picture profile. My absolute favorite feature of the natural picture profile is that the skin tones are always just beautiful. The natural picture profile is always the safest option to use because it will always look good, but you cannot really color grade it, which is to say that the colors are baked into the footage. What you got is what you gotta work with. Which brings me to CineD, which is a log type variation, which most cameras have some sort of log type. Log means that the picture profile has more flat colors, which gives it a more safe base to color grade from. In my experience, CineD has a very vintage filmic feel to it. It records more details than the natural picture profile and has more dynamic range. The main reason to use CineD is to color grade your footage, to give your footage a unique look. If you ask me, after the natural picture profile, the CineD is the next safest option to use because this one, even though it's made for color grading, it's quite easy to color grade it and make it look good. I mean, it looks pretty good just straight out of the camera. But you have the option to really expand the colors. Even without any experience of color grading, there are tons of tutorials on YouTube of how to make it look good. But of course, color grading is extra work, and if you're shooting with CineD, it's mandatory. For me, when color grading, there are two main pitfalls. One is that you'll end up tweaking the settings for a long time, looking at the same image, and you'll land at something that you feel looks really good. But then you walk away from your project and come back later and you look at what you've colored, and it just doesn't look as good anymore. Because as you're color grading it, your brain is like adapting to the image in front of it, like you're getting used to it. So color grading always means more extra work, and there's a danger of you just making footage that you think look good, but then you publish it and then you feel it just doesn't look good anymore. The second pitfall is that you can easily mess up skin tones. Again, it's like you get used to looking at the image, and you might not notice that you've given the skin tones a slight green tint or a slight pink tint. Many people say that CineD looks great in low light, and I'm inclined to agree. In my video where I talk about how to make low light footage look good, I actually shot everything with CineD. Finally, there's HLG, which stands for Hybrid Log Gamma. This profile supposedly offers the most dynamic range for the Lumix cameras, and I know that Sony cameras has this as well. It's designed to deliver rich colors, but still retain backwards compatibility for broadcasting use. As far as we are concerned, it offers the widest color range, which also means you can only use it in 10-bit color modes. Shooting 10-bit is really heavy on your camera, and a lot of cameras can't manage 10-bit recording modes in like higher frame rates and stuff. For example, on my camera GH5, I can't shoot 4K slow-mo with HLG. And I like to shoot all my video in 4K because I want all my footage to look really high resolution so you can see the bags under my eyes. Alright, so does HLG look good? Well, straight out of the camera, this is what it looks like. Because it exists in a different color space, you need a conversion LUT. For me, I used Leaming LUT to get this result from my footage. And yes, true to its promise, HLG is very vibrant, very colorful, very beautiful. Lots of details in the highlights, lots of details in the shadows. But because of its funky workflow and limited recording options, it's very cumbersome. Also, I found that it's sometimes too vibrant, like skin tones will end up looking pink and green grass will like end up glowing. If you're curious to see more HLG footage, I shot my whole Paris vlog in HLG, and it took me so long to color grade that video because every shot needs to be individually color corrected with HLG. So the workflow is super cumbersome. So after playing with all of these camera settings, I would recommend you to use either natural or CineD. Natural for the best straight out of camera look, just makes your footage looks so beautiful, skin tones always perfect, and generally it just helps you make videos faster. Next, I'd recommend CineD if you want to do some more creative edits to your footage. It's very beginner friendly and it's really hard to make it look bad. But getting it to look really good takes a little effort. And again, there's tons of YouTube tutorials to make CineD footage just look amazing. That said, if you want to dive deep into color grading, I would recommend you to pick up a camera like the Blackmagic. Right now, the Blackmagic 4K Pocket is the best deal on the market. It's about $1,300 for the camera itself, and it gives you lifetime access to DaVinci Pro, one of the best color grading softwares on the market. I know that the guys over at Corridor Digital love that camera, and their stuff is pretty high end. But if you're a solo creator and you want to make your videos just look consistently good, just shoot with whatever natural picture profile you have in your camera. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!